filters. So any doubts in that?
No.
Any doubts? Okay. So we'll see the visualizations here. So today, like we'll start like with visualizations. So this is a view like we will be getting all the time. Okay. So this is a sheet. So it is a blank sheet. Okay. So now like you have to create a visualization in this. So visualization can be, let's see in real time you will get requirements in two ways. Okay. So whenever you join a project, you know, like business is already having some reports and all that. Okay. So business is already using some kind of reporting tools. Okay. What they want, let's say it might be Excel reports or some like PDF reports or anything. Okay. Or any other technology. So business is already having some reports. What they want to migrate those reports to Tableau. Okay. So why they want to migrate? So that they can have the advanced capabilities of Tableau, the user friendliness. Okay, the like the way like it is very user friendly. The kind of development time is very less here. Okay, so all these, keeping all these benefits, they want to migrate those reports to Tableau. But remember, there is nothing called migration in here. Okay, what you have to do, you have to recreate everything from scratch. Okay, you have to recreate everything from scratch. Now what will happen, you will be given some reports. So it can be in the form of, let's say, snapshots or any kind of PDF files like that. In that case, you are aware that what you need to do. Okay, you are aware that what you need to do, what kind of visualization you have to create. It is a sales trend, it is a time series kind of visualization, it is a tree map, it's a map chart, it's a pie chart. You are aware that what you need to do. Okay, so the first way is like in this case is what you have, you know that what you need to do or what you need to create. Okay, second scenario. Okay, in that second scenario, what happens, the business also doesn't know that what need to be created. So they will discuss, you will have a discussion with the business team and everyone, business users and everyone, and then based on the discussion you will come to a conclusion that okay, this is how like we should proceed, this is what like we need to bring up from the data. Okay, so this is all like discussions will be going on. So you will create a design document, requirement document and all that. After that you will start working on your reports. So this is second scenario where you have to you are not aware what you need to do, so you have to do everything from base. Okay, so these are the two scenarios what you have. Okay, so let's say this is one of the question also, like say what kind of reports you are creating in your projects and all that. So in the interview these questions will be asked, so you can explain this way, that they will ask you that what you are doing and all that. So you can explain the same thing, two scenarios what I have given, that like see we are creating a lot of reports. Okay, like in our project, and those reports are based on some like existing reports, or we want to migrate those reports to Tableau. Or in some cases like we are not aware of the reports anything, then we discuss with the end users, with the business team to come up to what kind of reports we need to create, what kind of dashboards we need to create. So this is like what you have to explain. So you can use these 2 points to explain about your project. Then the other person will know, yeah, like you are actually working in a real-time environment. Okay, so this is how like we will work. So I also work the same way in my projects. Okay, so sometimes people say that okay, I need to create this report in this and Tableau, or and another way like is to like where we users don't know anything, or means business users, they don't know like what need to be created. We'll come that we'll discuss that what kind of KPIs they are looking for, what they want to see from the data. Then we'll give them some solutions. Okay, if they like it, then we'll proceed further. Otherwise, we'll again work on something, and then so it is like POC based kind of thing. Okay, proof of concept. What they are looking for, we'll come, create, and show something to them. Then if they like it, then we'll proceed further. So this is all like a regular like process. Okay, and like you might be aware of the waterfall and agile based kind of like environment and all that. So it is like all about like continuous changing of requirements and all that. Okay, that is all about the project related things. Okay, I hope you will be aware. Last time you told like you are in project management and all, so I hope you will be aware of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we'll start with the visualization. So this is how like you will start. So you have a blank sheet. You are told, okay, I need to see a bar chart, okay, which will show me, let's say, region by let's say sales, regional sales. What my user wants, regional sales. Okay, so what, like how you will present this. So you have to create a bar chart. How will you do it? I will create a bar chart. So show me. Under this, you have this bar chart here, but you can't do it anything right now. Okay. So what do? These are your dimensions. As I told you earlier, these are your measures. So what do? You have to use region and bar chart. Region and like sales or profit or whatever like measure. So what I'll do, I'll say region. Okay. I can just double click on that. Okay. Automatically it will be taking coming into region this way. I just clicked on this. I didn't drag and dropped it here. Okay. I didn't do that thing. I just clicked on that. Okay. Same thing I can do it for sales. So I just double clicked on that and sales come up here automatically. So what it does, it is just bringing me a tabular like visualization. Okay. It's just a summary of my data, that whatever data I have, be it 1 million or 100 million, doesn't matter. That for central, my sales is $501,000. Okay. 501.240. East it is 6.78. South it is 3.91. West it is $725,000. Okay, so this way, like this is all my sales. Now I don't want to see this way. What I want to have a bar chart. So just drag it on your columns. What do you get? You get a bar chart here. So this is horizontal bar chart. Okay. This is your column, this is your rows. So you can use this thing as like for categories or measures, anything. That it only helps you to like get a different view. So just drag here this thing sales and drag it here the region this way. So what you're getting a horizontal bar. Okay. So now what do you want? You want to have a like vertical bars. Okay. What do you have to do? Okay. So just click on this also. So this way, if you click on this, you will get a bar. But actually, this is just coming as a single bar. What I want to have a view of 4 different bars. Okay, I want to have a view of 4 different bars. Here you are. So this is your vertical like bar chart. This is your vertical bar chart. You can change it according to your requirement. So I can, from here, I can move to these visualizations, whatever are enabled here. So I have this horizontal, I have this stacked bar chart. This is called stacked bar chart. Pie chart, then I have a table, okay, then I have a text table. This is a tree map. I have this thing, a circle view, then I have this bubble chart, then I have box plot. Okay, so these are box and whisker plot. Okay, these all visualizations I can create from these 2 visualizations. Okay, now here you have sales, here you have region. Okay, so what else you want to do in this? Okay, you would like to have like states also in this. So you would like to have states here. Okay, before states, like I want to see this. Okay, this is fine. This is what my user wants to see. That sales by like region by sales. Okay, so sorry, sales by region. Okay, so right now what I'm showing all the states and their sales. Okay, I want to bring labels. What I want to bring the labels. So just say select sales and drag it to labels. Okay, here you see the labels. Okay, here you have 501,000 on that. Are you on speaker?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting my voice back again. That's it.
Oh.
So if you can be mute. If you want, like you can ask me.
Okay.
Okay. So, so here you have like I brought up this on labels. That's the reason I'm getting the labels here. So here you see the T. This is labels here. So this tells me that this is labels. Now, what else you want in this? I want to color it by, let's say, product category or something. So let's say I have product category here. So what I want to see category here. Okay, I'll just bring it here on colors and drop it on colors. Okay, here you are. Okay, so here you see that like what I'm getting regional sales. Okay, earlier what I was getting, I was having like complete sales, but now the complete sales of every region is divided into categories, or this is called stack bar chart. This is called stack bar chart. So the earlier one was where the full bars are there, that is called bar chart normally. This is called stack bars, stacks or sections, or you can see that like these sections are created in this. So this is called stacked bar chart. So make sure that you remember the terms. So this is, it's called stacked bar chart. Okay, this is called stacked bar chart. Okay, so here we have the sections here, 1, 2, and 3, and all that. Okay, so this way, like here you have the sales number. What else you want to see in this? So you can just, if you want to see the size of this, you want to increase this, just drag it like this here. Okay, and then you will see this bigger size. Okay, now what else you want to see in this? Okay, you want to bring more information here, so just say okay, segment, so just drop it here. Okay, here you have segments. So you were having your regions. I have 4 regions, that's what I was getting: central, east, south, and west. Okay, I have sales. I have 3 categories: consumer, corporate office, home office. And I have how many segments? I have 3 segments here. So consumer, corporate, home office. So my data is showing up in the 3 segments. Okay, so based on that, like my sales are coming. So this is like more information in a single view. Actually, this is bringing more and more information in a single view. So this is like all about the like how you want to play around with this. So you can just drop it here. Okay, here you will get this view. So earlier you were getting the horizontal bars, now you're getting like a rows kind of thing. Here you see this is for consumer, this is for corporate, this is for home office. You have 4 regions. So what you're getting for each customer segment, okay, for segment, you can name it as customer segment. Okay, so for each customer segment, what is the sales by region, categorized by or sectored by category for nature of a supply technology. So this is looking something more like informative. Okay, my user is going to see a lot of information from this. Okay, so this is called like again bar chart with stacks. So this is called again called a stack bar chart. So you can expand this according to your requirement. So this is one thing. Any doubts here? Okay. So I'll create a something here. I'll create another one. So what I'm doing, I'm just creating the sheets. So what I'll do, I'll just say the same thing. So I have here, so say region. Okay, say sales here. Okay, now I'll bring the state here. So just bring state here. So what you're getting here, if you see this, now I'm getting sales by region and states. So user said, okay, this is fine, but what I want to see my sales by every state and region. So I want to see that in which state or in which region that comes. Okay, so here you see that I have a category kind of thing. So it's a kind of grouping. So I have central here, all the states, east here, all the states, south here, all the states, and west. Okay, so this way, like I am seeing the things. What I want, let's suppose if I want to see this by, okay, again, what I want to see this by segment. I will say, I'll drag this on pages. Okay, what you're getting here? What you're getting here? So this view, currently what you're seeing, and I'll bring sales on the labels. So just pay attention here and see what I have done here. I have seen the same thing, region and state on my columns, sales is on rows. Other than this, what I did, I used segment on pages. Segment on pages. Okay, so pages is another important feature on this like view. What is happening because of pages? Can you see the difference here? On your right. Okay, so this is what you're getting it here. Now, if you see,
I didn't understand what is pages.
Yeah, I'm just, that's what I'm telling. So earlier you were having just like hide. Suppose that there is nothing here. So let's say I'll remove it. So this is your view. This is your view by region, state, and sales. Is this fine till here? This is just your normal requirement where you have sales by region and states. That's all. Okay. Now, my user wants to see, okay, this is fine, but can you do something so that I can see the data based on segments? Yes, we can do that. What you can do? We can just use segment here and say, I can say show filter. So what will happen? I will get a filter panel. Okay. What I will have, let's say I want to see this by only for consumer. What I'll do, I'll remove, okay, remaining two, and whatever numbers you are seeing it here, currently it is only for consumer, isn't it? This is the normal thing, normal of filters, what I have applied here. Okay, is this fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, now like you said, okay, this is fine, but I don't want to do this way. What I want to do, let's say I want to see on the view itself a pages view. So what is going to happen? I'm not going to apply filters actually here. What I'm going to do, this complete view will be based on for each segment. Will be based on for each segment. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just drag this thing from here to. If you want to remove this, just drag it from here in this empty space. That will be removed. So what I want to see segment under pages. So here, if you see that sheet 2, consumer is coming. Consumer is coming. Actually, what is there? This complete view is only for consumer now. If I just change it to corporate, this is for corporate view. This is for home office view. Okay. So now, right now, what is happening? You're getting a page kind of thing. So you have 3 pages, isn't it? You have 3 pages kind of thing. So you are having 1 page, 2 page, and 3rd page. So here you can do it from here also. Here you see this. So you have pages kind of thing. Getting it?
Yeah.
Getting it? So what you're getting a page kind of view. So that's the reason this option is called pages. See, you will not use this all the time, but if required, you can use this way. So this is going to tell you that your complete view will be based on pages. Getting it? Okay. Here you have. Okay. You can just use this option here. Okay. Or what you can do, you can just click on this. Okay. And you will see it here. This is your option. Here you see automatically it is changing. You can see the history here if you have done anything here. So mark to show history for selected items, highlighted, manual, all, length, all, last, marks, format. So these are the all settings, small settings which you can do it here. So this is for playing. This is for playing purpose. Okay, so this is like you can just select this and it will be automatically moved from here to here. Okay, this is just about moving your pages. So this is your pages view. Is this fine? I want to add, and instead of this, let's say I want to have this on colors. So just drag on colors. Okay, here you will get like this. Now you don't have the pages view, you have this on the color view. Segment is on colors. Is it fine? See, that's according to your requirement. So whatever you like. So I can just bring it here. So region here. Okay, this will be like this. So here you have central and it's sales by every state. But if you see that state values are not coming like in the right format. I have from A to all the states, but based on the region, only those states will be shown which are there. So this is all empty here because these are for other regions. So this is what like how you want to show the things. Like it's all up to your requirement how you want to show them things. Okay, so you can move region on top. So you will get this view. So it is for all the states like this. But this is not looking good because there are many values. So if there are less values, then you can use this option also the way I've shown in sheet 1. Okay, like this. It looks good now here. Okay. Now under this, okay, so this is your like one view. You want to see that like dual axis. Actually, what we call it dual axis chart. So that is very important here. So that is called dual axis chart. Okay. So dual axis chart is nothing but where you have two axes. Okay. Same thing. Let's say I want to see for state or something. Okay, here I have states. Okay, I want to see sales. Okay, and I want to see profit also. So you can have columns here. So whatever columns you want to have. Okay, you can have whatever columns you want to have here. Okay. So here you have profit and sales. Okay, now how you want to do it for sales? So let's say I'll remove this so that you can get a clear using region. I'll take region here. Yeah. So these things like you have to see that where like and in how like what way like, you are taking this. So the way you like to have the value, based on that only this like will change. Okay, so here you have two axes here. So here you see two axes, one is for profit, one is for sales. But what I want to see the sales and profit together. Okay, this is not two axes actually. This is still a single axis scale. Here you see single axis. So what I want to see this here under profit. I want to go it. Okay, here you see automatic. I want to change it to line. Okay, here you see, and I will add it here. Okay. Yeah, this is my. Okay, so this is what like my visualization is there. What I want to add here my profit. So what I'll do, I'll just say profit and drop it on my here. That is your second scale. So this is your second axis here like this. So you have profit, you have sales. But what I want my profit as bars, okay, and sorry, sales as bar and profit as line. That's why we call it like dual axis. So it is also dual axis right now, because now we are getting two axes. Let me clear this. So you want to clear this worksheet. Okay, you want to clear this worksheet. Whatever you've done, you want to see that. Okay, you want to, instead of removing everything one by one, you can just say worksheet and say clear. So clear sheet. Okay, so this way you clear sheet. I'll just use region here. Okay, and sales here again. Okay, so what I want to have a horizontal, like a vertical bars. So I'll have to just drop it here. Okay, so this way, or you can use this option also. So this is like, that's why I'm telling you again and again. See, it is like not convenient to change in like interchange these positions. Okay, so instead of that, what you can do, you can just click on that. Okay, like this. Just do this. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you, that it is an inconvenience for me as a developer also. So again and again I'm doing the things and all. So this is not a good way to do. If you want to do interchange and all that, instead of doing here and there, you can just click on that. Okay, this is your ascending and this is for descending. Okay, if you want to have that. Now what I want to have say profit also in this. So what I'll do, I'll just say profit and drop it on your right hand side. See, if you see that you already have sales here, I want to see on right hand side. So just drop it here and you will see the line here. Then drop it. If you drop it somewhere like this, it won't come up. Okay, it won't come up. Here you see, it is not coming. So you have to make sure that you add when you see the line here. This is your axis. So when you say drop it here, you will get like this. So everything is coming up in like circles. Okay. So this is like by automatic. I want to see sales. So just extend sales. So expand sales. Okay. Under this, it is automatic. What I want, or you can do it from here also. So this is all your the way you want. So mark type, say bars. Here you see this. You can do from here also. This is the same thing. You can see that automatically it's selected to bar because I have done from here. If I don't want to do it from here, and I can do it from like axis also. So here you see like sales is coming as bar and profit is coming as circles, which is not looking good. What I want to make them as line. So what I'll do, I'll right click on the profit axis, say mark type, say line. Okay, so this way what I can do, my sales will profit will be line. So just click on that and your profit will be line. So this is how like your, and you can just expand this. So just drag it here. Okay. Not looking good. Okay, so we'll keep it as it is. So this way, like what you can see that it is coming your sales and profit. Now you want to bring the labels and everything for that. What you will do, you have to just again those things. So drag sales here on labels, okay, and profit on labels. Okay, so this way like your labels and all that will be coming. So here you see this is your sales. If you just bring your cursor on this, you will see that region central profit is this much, sales is this much. Okay, so this way you can see the labels and everything. This is called dual axis chart. Any doubts here? Okay, so this is called your dual axis chart. Okay. After this, like what you have like sizes, color, size, label, detail, tooltip, and path. So under this, like you have main thing called tooltip. You want to add more information on this tooltip. Okay, so what do you have to do? You have to just say like what do you want to do? So discount. You want to see the discount on tooltip information. So just drag it on tooltip. If you see region, sales, and discount. So this is your 24 discount is your total discount. Actually, it is automatically taking as average discount. That is what I wanted to show you. If it is coming as say a sum, so how will you change the aggregations? Under that, see, sales is this much, profit is this much. So it is coming as sum. Sum means total. Sum means total. Okay. Average, obviously you know that it is an average discount. Let's suppose if it is coming as sum, so you can change it from here. So let's suppose I have added and it is coming as sum, which will be wrong here, which will be showing me that 55834, which is completely wrong. What I have to show, I have to show average discount. That will make sense, isn't it? Sum of discount is not going to make any sense here. So this is what I have to do from here. So go to measure, just click on that small icon here. So here you see this small icon here, sum of discount. You will have measure and you can select any of these measures, okay, based on your requirement. Right now my requirement is to have average. So just click on this and you will see the average discount. So here you have like this. You can show the values. Okay, so here region central discount was given, average discount for central region is 24 and sales is this much. Okay, I want to expand this visualization. So what will I do? Okay, I want to expand this visualization. So I will just add this state here. Same view will be expanded. This is all like the way you want to see. Here you see it's looking at trend kind of thing. Now it's looking at trend analysis. Okay, for every stage, and based on that, your data is coming as a trend. Now I want to duplicate this thing. I want to create a new sheet, but I just want to see some changes here. That's all. I don't want to do it again. So what option you have? Either create a new sheet, redo everything, whatever you have done, or just right click here. Right click here. Sorry. Right click and say duplicate. You have new worksheet, new dashboard, new story, same options here. You want to copy this, paste it, rename it, delete it, duplicate as cross tab. So same information will be duplicated as a cross tab. So you know cross tab, what is cross tab?
No.
Pivot table. You might have used a pivot table in your Excel.
Yeah.
Same thing. So cross tab is also the pivot table. So the summary of your data, aggregated data. That's what you do it in like pivot in Excel. You select few columns, let's say region, state, city kind of thing, then sales and profit. So sales and profit will be sum of sales and sum of profit. So that is what your pivot is coming. Okay, same thing it is called here in visualization stuff, it is called cross tab. Okay, so I want to do duplicate. So just say duplicate. Here you have. So you have the duplicate sheet here. I don't want to do a lot of changes in this. I just want to bring a order data kind of thing. So what I'll do, I'll say remove this. Or you can just do it this way, or just drag it here in your empty space. That is also the same thing. Okay, here you are using this. So what I want to do, I want to add order date. Okay, so what I'll do, I want to add order date in this. Drag and drop it here. Sorry. Here you have year wise 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, here you have the sales. You have the sales like this. This is called trend analysis. So you might be asked to create a trend analysis kind of thing. This is what you have, trend analysis. Okay, so here you have sales and you have a profit, how your profit is moving. Okay, this is for year basis. Okay, you want to see for year and quarter, just expand this. So click on that. Yes, it's clicked. Just click on that. You have quarter wise. Where is quarter? It is coming. Sorry, it's gone again. So here you have the quarter wise. So year and their quarters. You see this? Again, we have this plus icon over here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
This plus icon. So if you click on that, it will again extend it. So just click on that. So this is the like one of the best functionality in Tableau which you will not get anywhere else, and people like it a lot. Okay, here you are up to month level. Here you are up to the month level. Okay, so here you are. So you are seeing the sales and profit by year and quarter and month. So automatically it is added here. Again, if you just come down to here, you will again see this plus icon. So again, this tells you that you can move up to from months to days or weeks kind of thing. Okay, so the level of hierarchy. So you can do the same thing from here and same thing from there. So the next thing what you have, next hierarchy what you have, day. So day is the last hierarchy. Okay, that's what you see it here. So it is based on the user's requirement, whatever they want to see. Okay, so this is how like you can have a trend analysis. Okay, I don't want to see this like profit. So what I want to do, I just remove the profit from here. Okay, so remove it from here. So you can have dual axis, synchronize axis, move marks to back. Synchronize axis means here you are. So this is just synchronized with all these, like based on that same number of same level of like same kind of labels will be here. So it is just synchronizing the both the axes in the same format, nothing else. Okay, then you have marks type. This is line. You want to see like something called, let's say, pie or something. So you can have this area, circle, whatever you want. So you want to see the bar, all instead of having like lines, you can have a bar. So this is your sales and profit together in a bar. It is again called as stack bar chart. So this is again called as stack bars. So you can remove this. Now, so this is the way like how you can utilize these functionalities. So this is all like how you want to see this. So you can just go to here you have standard, okay, or you can just fit with. or entire view. You want to see it on entire view, just say entire view, and you will see it like this. Okay, so this is all how you want to see. Initially it will be small size. Earlier you remember, like I was just dragging it, but since now I have multiple access, I cannot drag it completely, otherwise this will be hidden. So I have to use this view option. How you want to see? Okay, entire view, fit to screen. See, why I'm doing this? If it is a small visualization, I don't need to see it on entire view, because in dashboard I want to take it as smaller space only, so I can keep it the standard view. If I want that on a dashboard it should take a complete view or half page or full page, then I can go with the entire view option. Okay, here you have like, what is that, presentation mode. You want to see that how it will look like. It is that you can do. So these are again like different options under this row shelf, like and all that we'll see it. Okay, so this is the way like how you can get a bar chart. Now I want to convert like this. Let's say the show me is there. Right now I'm showing a bar chart, okay, where I have like all these like sales, I have lines and all that. I want to convert it to a, let's say, bubble chart. So what I'll do, I will create and just click from here. So what I'll do, I'll just click from here and it will be converted to a bubble chart. So what I'm getting it here, this is my Q4 2017. Discount is 15%, profit is 38,000, sales is 236,000. Getting it? So the sales and profit together as, okay, but if you see that what is the darker shade? So what is the meaning of darker shade here? Higher sales. The lighter shade, smaller sales. Here you see. So this is called gradient. So how this is coming? This is coming from colors here. So here you have the colors. So expand this. Okay. So you can click on this also, colors. Okay. So here you have colors. Say edit colors. This is coming right now into the blue color theme. So that is called like automatic. So this is taking blue color, gradient. We call it gradient. This kind of colors where you have the lighter shade to darker shade, this is called gradient kind of coloring. Okay, here you see. You want to take something different. So here you see on your right, it starts from, like, see, lighter shade to darker shade. So lighter shade will be like smaller sales, higher sales will be darker shade. So the color and all that you can choose according to your requirement. What kind of gradients? You can have green, you can have anything. So based on your requirement, you can have. So it is like your green color now. Say apply. Here you have. So here you will see this. This is just like a view, like all you want to take particular ones. Okay. Here you have different ones, multicolors. Okay. Here you have multicolors, orange, blue, diverging. Okay. So here you have this one. So you just apply. Say okay, and you can just say advanced, start, at what value it should start, and use full color range, reverse. Okay, say okay, and here you are. So this is your, from this it is marked. Okay, so this orange color and all these things are smaller values. When it goes to blue, it is higher value. So your user will know this thing. This is very important kind of presentation where you are using the color gradients. You can use these gradients anywhere. It's not about the bubble chart. You can use them with any kind of visualization. Getting it?
Yeah.
Any doubts here in this? In these 3 sheets, like what we have discussed, 3 or 4 sheets? Any doubts here?
No.
Okay. The same way, what we have to do, we have to create multiple sheets. We can create all that. So this is about like a bubble chart. I want to create just a line chart. How will you do it? So just click on this, show me. So show me is a way by which you can get multiple kind of visualizations. Okay, so based on your selections of like controls, what dimensions and measures, whatever you have selected, based on that only, it will help you that this visualization can be created from that. So this is your line chart. Okay, right now I'm showing sales and profit together, but I don't want to see profit. Okay, let's say I want to remove this profit. My user is just interested to see only sales right now. So I can remove it from here. So just you can say remove from here. Okay, right now you are only having sales. Okay, quarter or quarter day. So right now you are into quarter, you can have like year or month, whatever you like. Okay, that is your choice. You can expand this. So here you are in quarter mode. I want to see yearly mode. Okay, you can do from here also or from these options. These are all the options. You want to see, you want to apply the filter. Let's suppose right now this is showing me all the years 15, 16, 17, 18. You don't want to see something particular in the data. Okay, you don't want to see something particular in the data set. Okay, so just say filter, and you want to remove something. You want to start your range from, let's say, 1st April. Okay, this is like US date, so actually it is like 4th of January. So you want to start it with, let's say, April. That's it. So say apply. So your data will start from April that date. So you can see relative dates, date range, starting date, ending date. Okay, so all that you can specify here. So this is applying filters on that particular view. I'm not filtering the complete data set. I'm just applying the filters on that particular view, nothing else. Getting it? I'm just applying the filter on that particular view. So that is what I can do it from here. Show filter on the year option. So when I say show filter, it's the same thing. I can do it from here or I can do it from here. So just say show filter. Here you see that 15, 16, 17, 18. The filter is applied here. So I can apply the filter based on that. Accordingly, my data will be filtered out. Okay. Right now I'm showing 2018. So there is only 1 point coming. So what is my sales? This is my sales total discount. Okay. So this is all about. So reset the filter. Here you will get the all data. You want to see all options. So format. You would want to see this right now. It is a format. Actually, I don't need to change format here. Show headers. And format include in tooltip. Obviously, it is there. Okay. Show missing values. If there are any missing values, then I can see it here. Okay. These are all year, quarter, month, day, or more. Under more, you have week number, week, day, or you can have the custom view. What you want to see. Okay. Here you have month, day, month, year, month, day, year. So this way, it can create a hierarchy kind of so date part or date value. So you can put anything here. And what else is here? Exact date. You want to see the exact date. If your data is like that, so just select exact date. Okay. So you will see the way your data is coming. This is how your data is. Actual data is. This is how your actual data is. What we were doing earlier, we were just selecting yearly, year, quarter, month from those dates. You have their data by dates. You are running a business, you have sales. So sales will be based on each day. Let's say today is 16th May, 17th May, 18th May. Actually, the data is like this, 18th May 2018. Okay. But earlier what you were showing, you were just showing year. So 2018. Then you went into quarter. So it is second quarter. Okay. Then you went to month. So it was May. Like this, you were taking you are extracting the data from the actual date. So here you are having a date like this. Try to understand this. This is very important, which we will use in functions and calculations also. So my actual date column is like this. My order date or whatever date is like this. You get 1/1/2018 like this. What I'm showing, if I want to extract the year in this, then what I'll get 2018. Quarter, I will get Q2. Okay. Month, I will get, let's say from here, let's say it is Q1. Okay. Month, I will get Jan. Okay. Then week, day of week, and all that stuff I can bring up. So what I'm doing, I'm extracting these things from the actual date column. Getting it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is very important. This is again about the data, what I told you earlier, that understanding data is very important. So I can go back to the yearly view and all that. So I can just say year view. Okay. Or I can say expand this year to quarter. So like this, it is looking good. This is all about like a line chart. Here we are seeing a line chart. I want to see this view. So just click on that. Here you are in single view. Okay. You want to see an area chart? This is all about your area chart. Area chart means it's the same thing, line chart, but the empty space, what is like beside that, it will be filled up. So Tableau is a visualization which provides you like area chart. Very less tools provide you area chart, and this is very important visualization everywhere. So this is very important visualization. Most of the places, like most of the time, like users will ask you, I want to see an area chart and all. So how will you do it? Select the columns, whatever you have, and then show it here. So how these different colors are coming? These colors will be based on whatever category and all that stuff you have. So I just want to bring the category and say drop it on colors. Here, same view, isn't it? Okay. Now what you're getting in this? So this is called area chart. So here you have furniture, the blue one. The orange one like is your office supplies. Here you have, and technology is your this thing. We want to see the labels. What I'm having here, sales. So I'll just drag sales on my labels. Okay. Here you are, but it's not looking good. Okay, it is not looking good. Like it's looking like very cumbersome. Still not that bad, but still I don't want to see this way. Like all the labels are popping up on the screen. What I want to do, I just say labels. Click on that. Okay, alignment. Okay, or you want to see alignment and all that. So here you want to see labels all or only on selected. I will say selected values. So whatever I'll select, only those labels will be shown up here. Here you see it like this. So whatever I select, only those labels will be shown. If I want to mark all, here you see all the labels that particular show up. So this is area chart. Okay, any doubts here? Again, that we'll see this. See, visualization remains same. All the visualization. The main thing what we'll be getting it, like how to color, how to size, how to label it, how to detail, how to tooltip. Okay, so that is all about like what we'll be doing. So here you have sales. I don't want to see it like this. My user says show me it in like currency, which is already coming. Show it in short format. So right click here and say format. Edit access. So you can put anything here. So edit access means, so general, uniform access and all, you can put the title, what is sales. So you can put sales and all. Now you want to format this. So format the values. So just right click here, say format. Okay, and you can get this view. Or just click here, so which you have here, and say format on the top. Okay, so what do you want to do? Format. So this is all the options. You want to format workbook, you want to font, shading, borders, the complete sheet can be formatted. In this case, I want to format my y-axis. Actually, this is called y-axis and this is your x-axis. So remember this thing. Y-axis means your aggregated value. So right now, this is showing me sum of sales. What is my aggregation? Sum of sales. Here you see this? Sum of sales. So y-axis will remain always aggregated. Remember this thing. X-axis is the place where I add the categories. Where I add categories. Categories means dimensions. This is all dimensions here. So you have to always remember. So basic thing, I hope you will be aware. You have like this. One line here, one line here. So horizontal one is your x-axis. Vertical is one is your y-axis. That's what we have studied all the time. Same thing here. Now I want to format this. Right click, say format. Okay. So these are the values. Default, totals. Under totals, what is the alignment? What is the font? Numbers, how you want to see this? So just expand this. Okay. Standard or currency. You want to see currency. Okay. Decimal places. Okay. Negative values, prefix, all that you can do it here. Okay. Standard. Okay. English United States. Obviously, we are showing like dollars. So that English United States. If we are showing it as like pounds or like euros, that all we can do it here. English India, anything. Okay. So here you have. Okay. So here you have. Here you see we got the rupee icon.
Yeah.
Okay, rupee symbol. Okay. So this is all like what we can do from here. So let's say it can be, let's say currency, say standard. I'll do it for. Where is that? Okay. So we have to do it for all these. Okay, so here you have rupee here and alignment and all. We have to use alignment. So how you want to see it, this way or vertically or horizontally, that all you can specify. So it's a custom. Okay, so here you have negative and all decimal places. Okay, so you can define all these things, whatever format, fonts and formatting you want. Okay, so you have access. Okay, for access you want to see this, so write down numbers, say standard, say custom. Okay, so when you say custom under here, then only you will see these to be changing. So this is what access changing. So just say custom. Okay, here you have two decimal places. I don't want to see, right now this is two decimal places. I don't want to see any decimal places. Okay, so it says 0. All that decimal places will go off. Display units. Okay, thousands. I want to see thousands or millions. So let's say millions. Okay, so this way like millions will show up here. Right now this million data is not there, so that's the reason it is not coming correct. So I want to see it in thousands. Then thousands will show up here. Say 250K short format. So this is all about like how you want to show or how you want to like see the values. Okay, so this is your negative values and all. It will be coming up here. Okay, so this way like what you can do, you can modify the axis here. This is all. Oh, again back. Okay, like this. So this is how like you can do the formatting and all that. So these are the main things what you will be doing. Like say I have visualizations, how can I modify, how can I add more information on this. Okay, this is your like one area chart. I will just create a duplicate here. I want to create a pie chart. What I'll do, I'll just go to show me, okay, and say pie here. So this is a pie chart. Right now it is coming for like all the quarters and all that stuff. Instead of this, what I want to do it on region. So here you see Tableau is a low on process memory and may be forced to abruptly exit. Please save your work. Okay, so this is like something like might be like because of some issue or some error that my like machine is not able to process like so much calculation. That's the reason it might give me error. But if you have high processing machine and all that, which we have normally on like day-to-day activities in office environment, then we may not get this issue. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll say region here. Okay, here you have like this. I don't want to see this way. I'll just drag it on columns. Okay, here you are. Okay, so here you have region. Here you have south, central, east, south, and west. What is the color here? So let me just first clean this. I have a lot of things here. I will just clean this. So just say clear sheet. Okay, it's empty now. I will drop it again. So region here, columns, and sales. Okay, I'll just go to show me, say pie chart. It is coming up here. You see that I have 4 regions. I have 4 regions. That's the reason I get a 4 regions view. I want to see it in full screen or something. So I can say fit width, fit height and all. So just say fit width. Okay, or you can say entire view. Okay, now it's looking good. Okay, so here you see that I have 4 regions: central, east, south, and west. And based on that, it is giving me the sales. So this is your south region. This is central region, which is 500,000. Then it is your east. Then it is south, and then it is your west, which is having the highest sales. I want to see the labels. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just drag sales on labels. Okay, I got the labels here. Here you see. Okay, now if you see that angles are there, so this is called your angle. Okay, angle means is based on sales. So angle means sections. This angle means sections. You are creating a circle. How you want to divide this circle? How the size is defined? Someone is bigger, someone is smaller, and all. How the size is defined? This is based on sales value. This is what it is showing up here. This is based on sales. So higher the sales, the bigger will be size. I have region here. Let's suppose I have, let's say, category, or let's say states. I will have 49 sections. I will get a pie chart with 49 sections. So each section will be based, the size of each section will be based on sales, whatever I have taken here. It can be sales, it can be profit or anything. Okay, so this way it defines here. Then what is this? This is size of this. So size again based on sales here. Label is sales, because labels I want to see I want to show the labels here. Again, under labels, what I can do, I can just same thing, formatting and all that I can do. So alignment and all. So just you can put labels here. Is your sales and all. So you can put the labels. Right now labels are coming, alignment, fonts. Okay, that all you can do the way you want. Okay. What else I want to do here? I want to see the region here along with this label of sales. I want to see the region also here. Okay, what I'll do? Just say region. Where is the region? Here, region. Drag it on labels again. Here you are. You can see this information from here, but my user wants to see this way, like this also. Okay. So labels, under labels, like again, show mark labels, text, fonts, alignment, or highlight. Okay. Allow labels to overlap other marks. If there are multiple options, multiple labels, then it will be overlapping, which I don't want right now. So this way. So this is like how you can create a pie chart. I want to see, like, instead of like pie, here you see under marks card, it is selected as pie. You want to change it to something else, you can do it. It's all your wish. Okay. Now I have region here. I want to do something different for region. So I'll just say duplicate this. Okay, say duplicate. Instead of region, I want to see, let's say, products or categories. What I'll do, I'll say categories. So here, okay, dimension, it is dimension. So what I want to see subcategories here. So what I have to do here, on what basis I have to do? I have to use colors here. So say here you have, so West region, I don't want to remove West from region from here. So remove region from this. Okay, here you are. It's coming up. Yeah. Now you have labels. So how many labels are there? 17 labels are there. There are 17 labels. You want to just use a descending or ascending order, that you can do. Descending by sales. Okay. This is your like view, which will be from highest to lowest. This is your view, highest to lowest, or you want to see lowest to highest. That is your choice, how you want to see. Okay. You want to see labels of each category. What do you have to do? What do you do if you want to see the labels?
Category.
I want to see the labels. I want to see labels for subcategory. I want to see that what is each category, because here I cannot differentiate easily that which color is for which category. So I want to see here itself. What should I do?
I think you have to place subcategory under labels.
Yes, subcategory under labels. So that is good. So just drag and put the subcategory under your labels here like this. So for each category, I'm getting the labels and it's 6. So this is very important to understand that how you can bring up the information on the chart. See, that's what I told you initially. No matter how much efforts you have put in your data preparation and calculations, logic and everything, no matters. What matters is like how best you can present the information. How best you can present the information. Okay, so that thing you can do only if like you know that how to edit or modify the values. So this is very important. Any doubts in any of these sheets? Any doubts?
No.
Okay, so I'll wind up here and just practice on this thing. So just try to add these values, try to see the show me, and then you will be able to get it. So we will extend the same thing now, properties and everything for different views. So this is all. This is a basic thing what I have told you, that how to create pie chart, how to create now real-time requirements, how you have to create the views, what users will ask you, how you can create dual axis chart to bring that particular information or that information. Okay, so that all we will see one by one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So see you tomorrow, same time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Right. Good day. If you have any questions, you can just practice and let me know. We'll discuss the questions till now tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.